Hey there. How you doing?
Mike, fine. What's up?
Claude Charles, it seems like, is going to get an opportunity on defense with Trevin sideline. Dave said that Trevin will miss this week. When you have a guy like Claude, who I think is the longest tenured player on special teams, even dating back before you got here, outside of obviously JJ.
There it is.
Um, yeah, boom. Uh, like what have you seen from him, and why do you think that he has built the trust to be able to step up in that situation?
That's certainly part of a special teamer's role is improving and learning the defense or offense, whatever their role is, as they go. Like he's always been conscientious to be on top of his assignment week to week. You've seen him substitute at the end of these games as Trevin has kind of been in and out in the fourth quarters. He's played 3 games in a row, at least some part of the end of the game on defense, and done a really nice job, and it's built on that. But he is since I've been here, he's been an improving, developing player, both in his physical skill set and then mentally. He's just kind of got an awareness. He's a good leader for us. Has been a good leader for us on special teams throughout, and that transitions right over to defense. His work ethic matches both times. He's involved in defensive periods the same way he is on special teams. So I'm excited to see him play on defense and see what he can do.
What's he like as a player, just like or as a person, in meeting rooms and getting to know him? Obviously he's maturing and has been, has dealt with injury, been in the HBCU route, got his journey to league. I'm just curious, what's he like as a person?
I'd imagine he comes off as quiet to the media. That'd be my guess. He's very serious about his job. He asks really important questions. He wants to know what he can do to help, and then he'll branch off and help his teammates. He's kind of he's a rock force. He's solid on his side. He has his responsibilities taken care of, and you can trust him with whatever you have for that week. And then he's about getting his job right. So I always appreciate that about him.
Thank you.
Sure.
Morning, Tracy. We end up asking you about weather a lot. Is there a material difference between the dome in Atlanta, the dome in New Orleans, or Arizona, where you were earlier this year?
Mostly you ask about weather a lot. Specifically, I think that people will attest to that. Well, sure. The gigantic difference is the dome in Atlanta can open at the top, and we are right in the potential for that to happen this year. Somewhere in like the low 70s, clear skies, you could get an open dome in Atlanta. You cannot get that in New Orleans. I have not seen that in Arizona either. It's always too hot out there to even try that. So the dome games are, you can put them in one big box. You're playing in a dome kind of thing, but when you have a retractable roof, that changes quite a bit. The one in Houston, you have extreme issues with the sun when they open theirs. Indianapolis has a little piece on their field that has a problem with that too. The indoor in Dallas has a sunspot that we may not be able to comment on through one of the windows. There's some of that. So they all have their little personality. The biggest difference for us is the color and the texture of the actual roof, because our returners are seeing the ball in the roof of the dome to track it. That can be challenging depending on how their lights are structured. The Superdome, for example, in New Orleans has the ring of lights around it, so the ball from a certain hash will pass through the lights twice on its way down to you, that kind of thing. The LA Dome is a little different. Is
See,
that,
I,
is that enough for
I,
like 20 articles about domes that you'll never write?
oh, no, I just ask about weather because I'm an old person. That's what we do.
Yeah,
That's how the conversations begin.
there's country
But
songs about that.
yeah, no doubt. Very helpful. Thank you, Tracy.
Of course, back to your life.
Alex Zitlow.
Yes, what up?
What's up, Tracy?
Hey,
We hear a lot, particularly around this time of the year when normally the college football season would be ending, and meanwhile the NFL season is still very much like in its peaking. You guys have a lot of rookie players who are asked to play major roles on special teams. Have you noticed any sort of rookie walls that these rookies are perhaps hitting? And how do you guard against that as a special teams coordinator?
That's a fair question at this time of the season when college is winding up. That's a big reminder that those guys have been finished at this point. College season also starts a little bit before ours, so we're shifted back a bit, and the preseason kind of makes that cloudy. It is, not to make you retype the same thing Brad said, it's a player-by-player thing. The guys have had different roles. Most of the young players, their roles are increasing as the season goes on, so they're dealing with that more than just a general like malaise or tiredness from the season. But it's a different level of focus, and then also the opponents are different. We don't have any down opponents. Every single week you're playing kind of the best players in the world all the time. So any player to constantly get up for that type of game, to get ready for that again, is a challenge. So it's, can you keep it new? Can you keep it fresh? Can you keep the guys going while they're dealing with whatever physical ailments they're having as well? Some guys deal with it fantastic from their first year, no problem. This is what I do. I'm built for this. And then other guys, year to year, will have, okay, I'm tired now. I'm sad now. You know, whatever it is, just normal stuff. You'll see it in your families too. Some of the kids are like, okay, it's getting cold. I'm not doing as well in school. It's all that. You're just kind of handling normal human behavior.
And then to follow up specifically, is there a again, I'm going to use the term rookie wall again. Is
Sure.
there a different rookie wall that perhaps the specialists hit? Like I'm just thinking of Ryan Fitzgerald in this case.
Same thing. It's a ton of games for him as well. It's also the longest period of pressurized kicking he's done in his life. So how long can you sustain? He had a highly pressurized training camp, all the things. So it just kind of builds and builds. But if this is going to be your career, that's what it is. Every swing matters. So can he keep doing it? Physically, he doesn't have the same task as the other guys. Mentally, it's how many times can you show back up? Now, his whole life, that's what he's been doing. He's been kicking. So can he show back up and kick again? And truly, if we had our last game 3 weeks ago, he would have been at some field kicking. So he can handle that part of it. He can keep taking swings. Can you mentally stay in it? That's what we're learning as we go.
Awesome.
Sure.
Mike K.
Tracy, you brought up every swing matters. Sam Martin in that first half of the game Sunday, just, I mean, had a pretty great performance. He's been pretty solid and consistent all season long. I know you've worked with a lot of veteran punters, but to have a guy who has the experience not only in cold weather, but he's seen everything and punted in every situation, and he's been this consistent. How much is that helpful with the way you guys have been winning games, but also been competing down, I guess, the stretch of these last 6 or so games?
Sam's been great. We'll start with that. That's the title of the answer. In the first half, he had 4 punts, and he was firecracker hot, and then he doesn't get to go out there again. You don't get to pick your attempts. If you're behind, you don't really play at the end. If you're ahead, you get 1 punt after you haven't punted in an hour and a half. That has to be the one. That has to be your best one, and you know that. So the opposite of what we're talking about with Ryan, Sam has done this before. There's not a situation that you can throw at him that he hasn't there. I really enjoyed talking with him through the games. Each drive, there's kind of a little different flavor of, okay, here's the punt we'd like to execute if we go right now, and then we make a first down, and you take a breath, and you say, okay, never mind. That was the best idea ever, but it's gone now. And then you deal with the next drive, whatever he's going to do, and Sam's in. I like guys who are open to trying things, who are into new ideas, who are like ready for let's go and let's not be a robot. Sam is up for all of those tasks, so he's been a blast to work with for sure.